Hey, everybody. Welcome in to the next list in the lineup from Hair Steve. This one is Mantras of Mara. This is also another one of the not safe for work lists. So we have to be very careful with this one. So we're going to jump in here, get a new game started. There's a now on the page it does say it's meant to be played right out of the box. So, but there are still quite a few things that you need to do right at the beginning to prep for being able to play the list. And then I will say this: lists like these, journals of Jigalog, and this one here, and then there's I think one other. Not exactly sure which one, but I will say with these lists, it's good to go in. Make sure you read the the page, right? And then also look at a lot of the key things that it wants you to set. Now, with these are really meant to be played at home on your own time, you know, and not really in sight of young ones. So there's a lot of settings available in the things that you can do here with this list. As you can see, there's an additional, and then look, Nord Redguard. So strong and hardy, known for resistance to cold and their natural resistance to poison. I wonder why that is. Interesting. All right, we typically go with that. So if you know what you're doing, then yeah, I strongly said, it's like go ahead, get in there. Oh, skin tone. It was like, what's going on here? Why is it changing? Yeah, I don't care. Ooh, I might stick with this one. And then reason being is that I've been. She reminds me of a character on a TV show that I've been watching, the Rookie. Well, that one's not bad either. And I'm looking for something I could just jump right in and just start and just go with. I think, God dang it, I hate when it does that. But then that's probably me. I'm trying to go too fast. I think I'm gonna stick with her. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with her. There it is. There it is. I don't know that the weight's gonna matter at all, but let's do that. Okay. A little character to the face. I'm not changing anything here. We'll leave the nose. Yeah, I'm leaving everything. Don't need any himbo morphs. We will change the eye color. I think I already saw what I wanted, but if I can find something lighter, we'll go with that. All right, brow. Yeah, I prefer something like that. Uh, I got no problem with the mouth. Hair. Do I want to change the hair at all? I don't know. I don't. I think I'm gonna just rock with that. Yeah, we're just gonna rock with that. Okay, this is interesting. I'm not gonna play around with it, but you can see there's extras like ear selection, hide ears. I'm assuming some of these things can are for shapes of something. I don't know. Okay, makeup, body paint. Now, body scales. One thing I usually do, which is kind of funny. I just, I don't know. I always do that, and then I do this. Yeah, just add a little extra booty there, and then if I could modify the thighs. There we go. And then boom. And then are we done? We are done. All right. Mm-hmm. Enter. Well, she's gonna be she, her, which is very interesting. Now, we're not to hit the commence yet. We're gotta let all the stuff over here on the right cycle through. So one of the things I was saying real quick here, and I'll probably end up pausing if it's still taking a long time, and it maybe it's already done, is there's a lot of sex lab stuff in here, a lot of things like that, eager, NPC stuff, on those lines. And those, if you don't know what you're doing, you need to look those up and see exactly what the settings are for, what they do, what they change. There's a lot of stuff, devious lore, devious devices, stuff like that. A lot of stuff that usually I will go in and just turn off if I'm playing a list like this, or disable it, or make it so that it's the extreme rare that it could, that it would ever happen. So those are the things you got to keep in mind and then, be aware of, right? Right. So now we hit the commence and then see filler up update. See, I would probably turn that off myself. Oh, romance is installed. Filler up. There's just a very weird addition and mod, and it's like I said, it really, like I said, some of these things, and this one here, more so than Journals of Gigolog, even though Journals of Gigolog was NSFW as well. This one really plays into that more so than I actually thought it would. And then you can see some over here, some of the things that are getting installed right now are ones that I mentioned before. And like, if you don't know what they do, definitely look it up and then definitely mod it and stuff like that. Uh, Yamate Kadasai or whatever, how you want to pronounce it, that's a defeat mod. Now, that one, I'm not against defeat mods like that. We're not going to worry about that key. But so, the defeat mod is, instead of dying or, in combat, you can surrender, or there's settings in the mod that dictate that you've been defeated. And um, basically, if your health drops to a certain point and your stamina, and now the thing is, there are settings which, you can be defeated with one blow if you decide, yeah, I want to make it so that, yeah, I can have the wind knocked out of me and defeated. But then the key is what happens afterwards. You've been defeated, you've been captured. What happens, And then there are settings that you could be sold into slavery. You could be, um, and then this is what we were waiting for. And then, or you could be rescued, or you could be taken captive and held for ransom. So there are certain things, and to me, certain things that can enhance your game. But then again, with all these things, they can be pointed in a different direction that really takes your game in a different direction. So you can see here, this mod really, or this mod list really is kind of stressing or keying in on a certain thing. So now everything has been, um, I believe everything has gotten, and then you got your journal of followers. Now we're gonna read that real quick because I'm gonna show you. So Astara Cosma is a librarian at the College of Winterhold. So I've never had to deal with her. So I've never had her as a follower. Ori, I have once before, so that's going to be an interesting one. Carolyn, no, never had to deal with her. Ferris, yes, Ferris is interesting. And I haven't gone through and played with her as a follower long enough to figure out all the stuff that she's bringing to the game here and what her true story is. So that one is kind of interesting. Gore, I don't know. Never, no, not with hot, no. And then hot Ildari. Nope, don't know anything about this one. So that's going to be interesting if we come across that one. I don't know. Okay, Inigo, who doesn't know Inigo? Jesper, know nothing about this one. Is this, I mean, this gives me Caden vibes. And yes, it is Caden. Carla Raven, nope, don't know anything about Carla. Katana, I'm not the hugest fan of the ending of her quest line. Um, I don't know, she kind of rubs on me after a while, and it just, you know what I mean? It just kind of, mm, it, man, that's really kind of how I feel about it. Lucian's funny. He's funny. You know, usually I will go grab him. I don't know why. He's just because he's funny. Is this for those who spent time in Lydia as their first follower? And while the memories of her companionship may lean heavily on meme or sentiment, an expanded experience is offered via voice actor LMG Wilson and Lydia's improved follower dialogue. I'm looking forward to that. I would look forward to that because she's one of my favorites. Right? I always make sure I go get Lydia. Mercy, um, I've added her to a lot of my list and things, but I've never actually gotten a chance to have her in the party. And she is supposed to be by the Western Watchtower, so we will definitely look for her when we finally make it to Whiterun. Yeah. And Remiel, I actually really like Remiel. And I've gone as far in her quest line as getting her into whatever we've created a few things and we've actually completed part of her quest line. And then so she's cool. I really actually enjoy her and look forward to eventually getting around. It's just that you have to go to Markarth to get her into your group. And I don't know, it's just that's a bit out of the ways. But she is kind of worth it to go get her. I never Sachil. Nope, I don't know. I don't know. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm looking here to see where currently near Reachwood Eyrie. Those stubborn. Reach Wind. I don't know if I know where that is, to tell you the truth. Serana. So basically an overhaul of Serana. So until we get to the Dawn Guard stuff. And in truth, I don't think I will. I'm not planning a full playthrough of this. I don't know, and it really it will really it will depend on how stable. Obviously, I'll be turning off a lot of things that would generally happen or could happen throughout the playthrough just because of what's been added, and um, so that will definitely change things. So, like I said though, but it really for this one, I am interested, but it is a very clunky. There's over 3,400 mods. 3,471 was the count, but I think 4 or 5 of those are mine, and there's over 3,700 plugins. So that's a lot. And in truth, one of the things I've been looking at soon is Novus. Actually going in through the and downloading and seeing how that one is. This one has got me kind of intrigued. I just like the look of her. And you can see she's over by Nightgate Inn. So, on a mission, a perilous one that is actively threatening her life. Saving her would reward you a loyal, if somewhat gruff follower and friend. Whether her loyalty will be rewarded, well, that's entirely up to you. So she's on her. I don't know if I've that would be interesting. But again, some of these you have to find yourselves in that location in order to get to them. And the message, loot the message in a bottle outside of White River Watch. Yeah, see. And then Vane. Vane is a charismatic and resolute Dunmer, formerly of the Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood. As a freelance assassin, she has been kept in contracts by the Blackbriar family until being recently shaken by someone from her past tracking her down. If you were to look for her in Riften's Mistvale Keep, however, that would serve to benefit you both. Ooh, that's one to um keep in mind. She looks good. Zelsas. Okay. And then Joanna. That one's actually pretty interesting to me. The I just like the look right there. I don't know what, but she is find her in the dilapidated Riverside Shack east of Gallows Rock, or when she envies the butterflies she observes for their precise knowledge of where they aren't going. All right, so that's one to keep in, and then what's this one? So you got spell tomes, iron twin blade. Oh, I I didn't realize. Okay, yeah, we're gonna close that. I will take it though because I think we can use it. Wolong ring. I don't know what that does, but we'll take them. Let's take the snowberries. Lusty. Oh God. Maybe that has tainted me a little bit. Oh, and in version 2, I've just become more tainted. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, dragon moss, dragon tongue. Alright, let's get the brie, the bread, steak. Um, what is we get the feathers, the hawk feathers. Oh, fine boots. Loot. Oh, look at that. Iron cutlass. Cutlass is 9. Okay, we'll take that. Dwarven oil. Oh, shoot. I ended up taking something. Okay, journal of questing. Let me take these. The problem that we're gonna run into though, Book of Origins. Some arrive in Skyrim with a purpose. Others find it along the way. This book offers a reason for your journey if you wish to accept it. Oh, nice. All right, I love it when these things. So choose your backstory. All right, Dark Trail. The last letter of your of your your girlfriend, of your good friend Alara, suggests that she was exploring a cave with glowing mushrooms. She has not been heard of since, and you fear the worst. You must find the cave and uncover what happened to her. Actually, that is right now really sticking out to me. Um, the Dwemer have always fascinated you. He has spent many years searching for the notes of Dumeric, a famous Dwemer engineer. Okay. In the moment of weakness, you sewed a family heirloom that had been passed down in your family for generations. You tracked down the trader, but the item had been sold to another merchant somewhere in Skyrim. You intend to search every market and every shop. Okay. The Forsworn burned your home and butchered those who couldn't run. You survived, but you never forgot the man who led the raid, Korra. You found the location where he hides in the Reach, and so you intend to find him and bring justice to those he killed. That one's kind of speaking to me too. Legends speak of a saber cat larger than any hunter has seen, faster than any arrow can follow, and deadly enough to kill even the most skilled. Many have sought it and failed, but you intend to prevail. You attract this beast. Generations ago, your ancestors were enslaved under the cruel rule of a dragon priest. His temples were built with the blood and suffering of your family. Now, whispers speak of the dead walking again, and the priest may have returned. You intend to find, okay? Your father was executed for a crime he didn't commit, framed to hide the actions of another. Your mother spent her life searching for answers, and in the end, she found them. The man responsible escaped justice and fled to Skyrim, marked by a ring set with a blue sapphire. You have no idea in which hold he might be, but you intend to find the old man wearing the ring and see justice done. Marriage and home, perhaps children, the things you always wanted. Skyrim holds endless possibilities. Path of Shadows. The Path of Shadows. The Path of the Soldier. Like the quiet above. You've always found peace in high places. Skyrim is a land of towering mountains. You intend to climb the highest mountains in all of Skyrim and meditate upon their peaks. I think I'm leading towards this one. Best of intentions. Oh, okay. So check it out. Once in each one. So, all right. So this one, you must find the cave and uncover what happened to her. Or this one, you intend to find a vampire den and see what became of your friend. Or Cassian Volkers, vigilant of Stender and trusted friend, sent you a letter detailing his investigation into vampire activity in the area. So basically, it looks like each row has kind of like alternatives or just more, right? Okay, no questions asked. A shadowy figure asks you to kill in the ah, night of on the road, top of the world, golden touch, and then wow, there are so many. A man gave his life trying to protect yours. In his journal, he wrote of his son he disowned for becoming a bard instead of a soldier. He meant to search all of Skyrim to beg for his forgiveness. Now that duty falls to you. You intend to speak to all bards until you find the soldier's son. Mm-hmm. All right, I think left. And here we go. Left for dead. Bandits slaughtered your parents on the road and left you for dead. The name stayed with you through the pain and the darkness. Thorolf. You followed his tracks to one of the holds in Skyrim. He's where he's hiding as part of a bandit hideout. You intend to find him and make him pay for what he did. Oh my goodness. Forgive me. All right, let's see. Oh gosh, my allergies are so bad today. Okay. I don't know how to do this. Oh boy. What button do I push? Uh, okay. Here we go. Okay. I had to use the D pad there. Oh my goodness. That sneeze hurt my head. All right, guys. Here's the thing. If you like this kind of content, I got to figure out how to get back to this. All right. You want that, but that's not how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Okay. It's not working. Okay. I don't want to do that. What the fuck, man? This is really pissing me off now. And, well, what's pissing me off is, okay, you see, like, here we go, right? All right, so I picked the one I want. This is the one. And then you see, now, again, the picture could have just changed because I had to scroll over it to get there. And then, but I don't want to hit continue thinking that the one is that I selected is the one we're going to get, but end up getting this one because this is the picture that's shown here. That would be bullshit, and it would piss me off. I don't. Okay, Ilara's letter. Okay, okay, thank you. You know what I mean? So that piece, we might want to revisit that and kind of fix that so that once you progressed, you're not. I don't know about these books here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we'll take that. Take arrows. All right. I kind of don't want to take certain things here because I don't want to take two of them. Right? So I want one iron sword. I don't want two, but I already have. Yeah, I already have a scimitar. I have a spear, a twin blade. Yeah, we're good. We're good on that. All right. Let's go back. What else is in here? Okay. I don't know what a hook shot is. To tell you the truth. Hook targets to close the distance. All right, we'll take it, but I doubt I will ever use it. Okay. Um, I really think we've. Oh, just in case. All right. Oh, and then okay. I don't know if I'll need a shovel. I guess I will take the pickaxe. How much weight do I have on me? All right. I think I'm. Oh, one. Yeah. All right. I have 272 gold, and I'm 125 of 300, but that probably will change. Um, let's read the letter. All right. All right, to my dear friend, I hope this finds you well. Life on the road has been everything I dreamt it would be. Every cave, every ruin, every hidden corner of Skyrim feels like a new story waiting to be discovered. I've never been happier, truly. With that said, I've had my fair share of Nordic ruins. I've had my fair share of Nordic ruins already. At the moment, I'm after something bigger, something new. I stumbled across a cave that glows faintly with mushrooms. It's beautiful, airy, eerie, actually, and inviting all at once. I heard some noises inside, but I'm sure I can handle whatever is waiting. Don't worry about me. I know how often you like to worry. In the morning, I'll continue exploring the cave, see what secrets it holds, and perhaps uncover something extraordinary. I'll make sure to write again. I don't want to keep you in suspense. Truth is, I think of you often, and I hope one day our paths cross again. I miss our talks, our laughs, and I can't wait to hear about what you've been up to. I wish we could explore this cave together. Perhaps we will soon. Until then, I'll keep chasing the next adventure. With fondness, Ilara Aldrich. With fondness. I'm just saying, okay? All right, so first things first. Let's see. All right, we learned these spells. All right, we come out of here, and if it wants us to study, doesn't want us to study. Okay. All right. Um, I am a little confused, but when have I not been? So we have Dark Trail. My friend Alara has been exploring Skyrim hidden caves. Her last letter suggests she was in Halmark, exploring a cave with glowing mushrooms. She has not been heard of from since. I must explore the cave and uncover what happened to her. So I think with that, all right, a shadow and Riften, find Vane, Sinister, Sinister 7, the Thalmor Shadow, find the hidden statue of Talos. Examine the room, speak with the Star Cosma at the Arcanium in the College of Winterhold. Okay, we know about our Stara. And then Khajiit will follow. Khajiit have come to Skyrim. Bakai is in Whiterun to join the companions. So we're supposed to help these. I think this is part of Zelzaz. Or is it Zelzaz? It might be. I don't know exactly who, but Khajiit will follow. Okay. And then you have the Dark Trail. So that's going to be our thing. Cool part about this is we can just start right from this room, I believe. I have to figure it out, but I think we can just start right here. Let's go with that petty soldier. Okay, let's make sure we have that. And then we got gold, we got some jewels. Let's take the shoes anyway. I don't know. I mean, we got to do it, but right now, first things first, right? If I'm not mistaken, what we have to do is once everything is done and everything is like that, if I'm trying to remember correctly what we have to do. So we make the save. I'm going to put you guys on hold for a moment because I think we have to basically restart everything. All right, and come back in and load up that save. All right, peace. We'll be back. Remember, if you like this kind of content, you want to see more of it, hit the like. Also, comment. Let me know. Let me know if you're interested in this list. It is a huge list. It is, not gonna lie, it's over 300 gigs to download, and then unpacked is over 600 gigs. So it will take up just under a terabyte of space when you're trying to load this. Okay, it does say you can eventually delete the downloads folder to free up a bunch of space, but it says we don't recommend that. Okay, but if you're short on space, that is an option. Okay, and then also hit that subscribe button. We're slowly inching our way to 1,000 subscribers. That will immensely help out the channel and is greatly appreciated. So hold your horses. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. um, Still need to figure out the new save system. But I think we got it all. Now, so we have two choices. We can either hit the wooden door, or we can go with the messenger. And as you can see, our outfit. Yeah. All right. So.
Speak and fulfilled your destiny.
All right. So are we a wanted criminal? Are we left for dead? You know what? I think this really does play into the shipwreck. So if I'm not mistaken, we select that, hit the wooden door, and then exit. All right, let's see what this is going to do for us. So the way I think that story is going to play out is we're heading to Skyrim. We are on a ship heading to Skyrim, looking. I must have hit my head when the ship crashed and sunk. My head still hurts, but I must get out of here before I run out of air. Okay. All right. So investigate. All right. So we're gonna hit the first person for this, just because there's gonna be quite a bit of swimming, investigations, investigate. All right. So just still the same. Let's get this candlelight. It's only night robes and water breathing. All right. That's gonna come into play, I think. All right. Let's see. All right. And then let's favorite that. Let's also, we're going to favorite that, that, and that. Here, let's do this real quick. I don't think we need to, because I don't think we've turned on. What's this all about? Ooh, got quite a bit of experience there. Many tales have been told where captains of old captured a farrier to keep on a ship. If the weather was bad, the crew would be sad and not return to their slip. For the ship she would fail, as the winds they will gale, and the sea will take them all down. But a ferry kept calm, the waves and winds balm, so none on board would then drown. Some fishermen would benefit if they could by keeping a fay on their boat. For sitting all day along with the fay can benefit by a purse of gold bloat. A crabby person's hold the key. Wait a minute. A crabby person holds the key to finding the fairies and setting them free. Your friend, Bad Gremlin. Okay, whatever. Journal and questing. So these are the extra quests that have been added. Heart of the Reach. Level 10. Mm-hmm. I hit the wrong one, but that's all right. Okay. Choose your sign. Um, Sign S D grants a mysterious effect depending on your race. You may only have one sign. We'll see. All right. So again, um, let's go over here. All right. Oh dang! I was trying to look at that water, man. We're only gonna go, but over here, I think it's empty. All right. All right. Let's get out of here. Okay. Let's get in here. Let's go as far as we can. All right. Let's open. All right. It lets us stay in here a little bit longer. That. Okay. We'll worry about the cards later. We want to get the gold. And we want to get the soap. Let's. Alright. No, I don't know where I'm going. Thanks. Alright. Can't spend too much time worried about too much stuff. We're gonna die. that where I started? That is where I started. Thank you. Oh, come on, wait. Wait. Oh, so we just had to get to a spot in here. All right, we're gonna be in trouble. We're not ready for this. Let's get our breath. We're going to potion water. We needed that. All right, let's go back. Around the corner. Get those apples. Backpack. Right. Okay. One last spot. What did you have? Soap. I think we can make it to the girl. I think we can make it down to the girl. What else does she have? Iron, nickel, staples. You see, there's so much stuff, right? And the looter in us is having a hard time leaving it. So let's get over here and stamina's increased. Magicka's increased. $29, $44. Okay, so yeah. All right. And then, yeah, we're going to do that. And then we'll see. We'll see. All right. Let's get our. Did we take it? We did not. Can we get to the surface? Yeah, we can. Come on. That was a bad time to spring that on us. All right. We are now in search of Elara. You want to check out that island over here? Look at all the ships out there. Now, I will say this. Oh, so I don't think I mentioned. So there are a couple of modes. Well, not modes, but profiles. What do we got? Interesting. interesting look. I can't say if I prefer the leather. I think the leather was nicer, but movement kind of feels. I want to say it sounds clunky. Feels kind of clunky. We want to get over there to the ship there if we can. But so there's two profiles. One is the performance profile, and the other one's the Lord's vision. Lord's vision is based on has an is basically an EMB based profile, right? For high end systems, we are using the um, performance profile. That one's meant for lower. We have a 380, a 3080, so we don't have the highest end for graphics and things like that. And so we decided to go there, and that uses community shaders as well. So I'm kind of wondering, is that why we're getting that kind of? I'm getting a little bit of a washed out kind of feeling here. Oh, look at that! You thought you were gonna do something. Yep. Let's see. Come here. Let me loot you. That took a lot, though. Hey, we're ready to level up. I don't know that necessarily that we can just level up whenever we choose to. Oh, we can. All right. Hey, no argument for me then. All right, so we're gonna throw that there. Ooh, that's just because of how I roll. Um, we're gonna level that up, and then what? Well, should we go with lock picking? There we go. And then health. Now, what I would really like is if we got um. I'm gonna do something. So we got that, but it would have been nice, It'd be. I always want like kind of a requiem type thing where you get at least 3 skill points to start. So we're gonna grab what we can. This lock. Oh, we do have some lock picks. 15 of them. Nice. It's a depth though, so we're probably not gonna be able to open it. Okay. Daughter of the Sea crafting manual. Nice. We'll take that, by the way. 500 gold and some leathers. All right. I wonder if. All right. So we got a crate here, some gold. So one of the things that I have added myself is lootable crates. And look at that. Look at that. Oh, we're gonna put that on. Would have been nice to have it on the ship. In truth, we could always head back to the ship and do some scavenging. Ow. Ow. Oh. What the heck is that? All right. That hurt. That literally hurt my feelings. I wasn't gonna mess around with her. I don't know what she is. It's bad enough we gotta. Mm-hmm. Ow. All right, we can block. Yes. Come on. Come on. Nice. Nice. She. Look around. I don't see her. I mean, part of me wants to go back because there's a lot of loot on that ship. I just don't. I just don't know if we can take her. All right, so we're not supposed to save that way, but the F5 key is not working. This is how we're supposed to be saving our game. And then I'll show you real quick. So we were supposed to come in here, and there's the safe save system overhaul, right? So we've enabled it. Enabled time save. So, right? And the save shortcut is F5. Trying to think if there's another key that I could, swap it out for. It's already mapped to run. Oh, really? No. Alright, there it is. Alright, let's see. Now, I may need to. See, I don't know if that's. There it is. Yes. Please. Nice. Nice. Alright. Name save in progress. Lockpick. We're gonna take all of that. Okay, it's getting jittery now. All of a sudden, once we decide to do that first save, everything is like. Might need to restart. Right. Oh, snap. We're almost taken out by a bunch of mud crabs. Daughters of the Niven. We'll take it. It's worth some money. Alright, look at this. Sea scale armor. Let's take that. And then, yeah, we'll take that too. Oh, healing potion. Alright, we can always use the healing potion. Alright, coral. Flying boots. Mountain line. Focus barnacles. Oh shoot. Oh, that was loud. Oh shoot. Snap. Okay. At least that lady thing has not come after us. I know you're thinking, cowardly John just went ahead and decided I don't want anything to do with her. Alright, we got 4 firewood. Salt. Always need the salt. Always need the salt. Get some cabbage. Alright, we don't want the bucket, but we'll keep the salmon. We'll get the clam meat, the barnacles. Not ready for fishing yet. And then we will grab the potatoes. There's a fishing map. Fishing map. Yeah. What's it? Let's try our hand at lock picking some more. Gosh darn it. Alright. Alright, let's see. What are you doing? What over there? There? Alright. Let's see what we can do. I don't think we can do much. Oh, we can make some salmon steaks, salted fish, and some steamed. Ooh, that's about it. Make as much as you have. What's it? Crab meat. Salt. Salt is a very important ingredient for all cooking. Alright, what is that? Wabbajack. Tulip's journal. Now we could crash here the night if we want, I think. First things first though. Let's take a look So this ancient ring worries me, right? Because it says Moonlight Tales Mini. Not interested in the Moonlight Tales at all. All right, so the seaside armor, the boots. Oh my god, really? All right, so we have to see what it looks like, but we're not gonna. We're not sticking with it. Oh gosh. Okay, we gotta do it. All right, you know what? I'm not mad at the. Am I mad at it at all? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not mad at it, but I don't think it's better than the Valen wood. All right, so we'll stick with that. I'm actually part of me. Oh, hunting bow. Part of me wants to go back to just the leather. I'm kind of partial to that leather. All right. Let's see if we can make our way to Dawnstar without getting in much trouble. Now, there's another shack, but there's also a troll. And look, a sky shard. Whoa. Cats of Skyrim. Okay. Then what's the other one? Oh, the Great War. Okay. What's it? Night robes. Shrine of Zenithar. I'm curious what. I don't know what night robes are. Oh, and look at this. We got a knapsack. Alright. More healing potion. Another ring. Alright. Oh, wait. Okay. 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 And then, in truth, we could crash here too. I don't know what time it is. What time is it? 14. It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not messing with the horker. Ooh, salmon. Salmon. Ooh, look at this. I don't know what choir chair marker. Chair marker. Oh, okay. I think we just broke the game. Ah, look at that. She had to sit down. All right, now we can get back up. All right. Very jittery. I just want to see if I can see. Remember, if I can see him, he can see me. And no, I can't see. My footsteps are very loud. Oh. Okay, there's a ranger there. Well, not a ranger, but a hunter, maybe? Either way, I don't think I'm too concerned about him. But we do want to go check out this light up over here, right? And then we'll head over to Dawnstar. Okay. There's only 108 of them all over the place. I am right now. Oh shoot. Did I catch anything? Do I have enough to carry weight? Good. Let's check out that other chest. And then we'll head to... Why is everything a depth, man? Alright, here we go. The footstep sounds are having a hard time keeping up with the footsteps. See, right now, and then crash. Boom. There it is. You see? What is this over here? Alright, so the G caravan area is around here. Anything in this? Oh, salt. I think the salt. For sure. Okay. Oh, hello. We'll take the salt. We're gonna clip some flowers real quick. Potatoes. Alright, so first place we're gonna hit real quick here. And then just a couple of things here. We are getting bogged down. Carry weight wise. Lighten our load a little bit. For sure a lot of flowers around here. Hey, you look different. Oh, look at that. Um, you're kind of exposed on your backside, young lady. Mm-mm. All right, so we're gonna come over here real quick. We're gonna help ourselves out. Oh, look at this. We can make armbands. It's an accessory too. And look at all this other stuff you can make. I don't want to do that. Oh, but look at this. We can make a skirt, right? Stockings. Huh? Okay, so we could get really, really, um, yeah. So, and you can see there's all these crafting manuals. Let's craft that one, and I think the one that was, and then this one. Yeah, and then let's get down here. Okay. Okay. There it is. Why is it? Okay, so we'll put those down. God dang it. We got to figure out how to get to just. It should be right here, but I don't think that's how it separate. There. Okay, there they are. All right. We'll do. That one. And then you can see now we'll make a back left, and then we'll make a back right. And what that'll do for us, right, real quick here, is if we get in here, um, there it is. So if we equip those, jumps up our carry weight big time because of what we're about to do here. So then we have these. I think we can just wear those. What I was curious about, I don't think we made anything else. So this, if we decided to go the heavy armor route, but we're not going to. Oh, but let's go back here. Let's do this. One over here. So now we have this, right? So manual is required in your inventory. And then what it does is when we decide to craft something, we can do that. Now, one of the things I usually will do is come over here, going inside the big silver mine. This is a way to make some money, and then we got to get on our search for Ilara. Right? Get ourselves a room for the night, rest up, and then figure out exactly.
Sorry, gotta run.
All right, go ahead. He was awfully loud. All right, so come in here. At some point, we're gonna have to turn on survival, and that will significantly impact our carry weight. I think I'm more willing to turn it on once we unload black red, Magica mead, unload some of this gear that we picked up. All right. So here, look at this. We got some soap, some more hides. Always use. So we can sell that. We got some more soap. I don't know that we need any more soap than what we've managed to pick up. And there's even more soap. So soap is going to be a thing. Like it's going to be like the default. Oh, we're going to pick that up for sure. Red roll. All right. We'll take the leather and the black seed bread. There it is. Okay. Since we're over here, where's the thing? All right. Oh, there it is. Let's say, where is it? Oh, it's already 5 o'clock. So one of the things that I do, because I don't like the time scale generally for Skyrim and for any of these games, really, to tell you the truth, especially when there is a day-night cycle, we can jump in here and as I set time scale. Oops, spell it right. 2 8. I don't think this one has the mod dynamic time scale, so I can always double check. Ooh, a tea cake. What's that one back there? Cooked beef, yeah. We're gonna need those in a minute. All right. Let's jump down. Get that book. Jerem's heart. Increase. Wait, I thought I was gonna take it. There it is. Oh. Alright. Let's get here. There's a couple more crates back towards the entrance that we're gonna check. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there's one more mining spot that we can hit up too. Okay. So we gotta go back up top. And then if we go this way, create block pit and mining spot. Okay. While we're here though, I think we're just gonna hit that up right now just to extra added protection. And then hey, right there. It looks like the crate is empty. The barrel. Alright, we'll take more soap. All right, let's get up out of here. We can figure out which way is out. All right, like they. Oh, there's the others. Hey, Miguel. I don't
What
know
is
what.
it? I haven't had much sleep.
I've got
I'll buy
Quicksilver.
everything you've dug up.
I appreciate that. All right.
Until next time.
Yeah, until next time. All right. I don't know what this captain does, but right now we can get some iron boots if we want. Ooh, anything good? We'll get the lavender. Ring of minor smithing. Yes. Thank you very much. Nice ring. You can't loot arrows. And shouldn't, even if we could, just because I think those would be marked as steal. Okay. Dude, it's cold out, man. Okay. I see all these flowers and I can't help myself. Loot them all. Alright, so you can see elk hide, and then was that the only hide we got? I thought we got more hide. That was it? Well, that kind of sucks. We are going to. Oh, we could do this one. Then let's do that one. And then we can come down here. Twilight Princess allows us to create that gear. Alright. Hey, we can sell him some.
Seems like no one is getting a decent night's rest in Dawnstar, stranger. Best buy your steel and move on.
Okay. Roger that.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Okay. So let's look at weight and oh, it's pretty hefty. Nice price to get in return. I'll go with that. All right, we'll sell the sword. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, he only has. Oh. I can hold on to that. All right, he doesn't have much gold after that, so take those, please. Barely. Nope. Nope. But take that, please, too. Okay.
Come back if you need steel.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Wow. Alright. It's 5:49. Do I stay here or do I stay in Windham? You know what? We're gonna stay. All right, and I go in here, but I don't go and actually do any mine. It's not really just not worth the effort, really. You don't get much in return for mining iron. But when you come in here, because of the is that oh, I didn't want that. I wanted the artichoke. Okay. Rewedge. There's a book right here. We can get past this guy.
Hope nobody misses that.
Right? Or that. Whoa. Seriously? Tomato. Okay, we always gotta take the salt. Alright. Gold. Staff of Disorient. Alright. Bear pelt. We need that. Okay. Oh, we're gonna take the waifu fire. Alright. Lockpick. Take the fine clothes. Ring of the Minor Assassin. Minor Magica. Right. Oh, I thought I was taking those items. Apparently I took something I didn't want. Alright. So if you notice the names of the soap, so these soaps are all you can make with. I can just make them with the flowers that I picked. Mm-hmm. Now, the game and the what do you call it? The README file, right, or page,
Keep at it. We need to
does
work twice as
recommend,
hard now that that fat-headed leg elf has declared
getting a
war.
follower right
We're
from
at
the
war
start,
with
because the
Lego?
game is intentionally
Isn't he
supposed to
your
be
husband?
hard at lower levels.
No, he isn't. He's the enemy, and we are going to crush him.
Obviously,
Drafted into a
fighting
war.
mud crabs
How could my
and
life get
wolves
worse?
Divine sakes, Gold. Who do you think we're
was
threatening
manageable.
with our old
Another
war woes? We're not
Learn the
soldiers
gog.
anymore.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthor. Mages in the burial crypt? No good can come of that.
He's proud of his service, Scald. The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're loyal to Dawnstar.
This isn't over. I catch you sending one letter to General Tullius. I'll have you both executed.
Hammer. I'm not against the idea, but why?
I'm just worried about raising a child in the middle of this war.
Holy cow, we done collected so much flowers, and there's still way more to be collected.
The Nords. What kind of life would we be giving our
Look at
little
that, I
ones if
can't
we
help
stayed
myself.
Well, let me think about it.
As soon as I get this one, I'll leave. I'll let it. Okay, there it is. Was it? It was right there. I said that, and then boom, what did I do? Jump right over to the other one. Alright, that's the barracks. We don't need the barracks. We can find ourselves in big trouble going to the barracks. Uh-oh. Go inside. Wind Peak Inn.
Come on
It's a
in.
curse.
Just
It has
stoke
to
the
be.
fire.
I've
Take a
gotta
seat
get out
and
of
get the
this
cold
town.
out.
Irignir, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams. Please tell her, Erin.
Hey, what do you got for
Take a
sale?
look.
Listen to your friend. They are
Everlasting and oh my god.
I assure you that it is quite normal.
All right, well, let's see. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come down here. We got some money, so we're gonna go ahead just so that we have these, right? And gird suit. Okay, so we have those. And then we're gonna see what actually can we sell her that we've picked up along the way. So apparently we have a ton of food. All right, thank you.
I'd better get going.
Yeah, I better get going too. All right, so we can see
These drunks get louder and less
You think
charming.
that's
looks
normal?
very much
It's
different in
evil,
here.
I tell you. Erin, she has a point. You keep telling us no harm will
Let's go to
follow these
first
dreams,
person, just
but
to
they
see
must
who's
be an omen.
All right, I don't know
Give him a
who.
chance to
She
speak.
must be one of the.
He's trying to help us.
Everyone, please.
Brookie is
I'm doing
normally
what I
here.
can to end these
Everybody's
nightmares.
very
In the meantime, all I ask
thick.
is you remain strong and put your trust in Lady Mara.
I will. Thank
Hey.
you.
What do you have for sale?
Take a look.
Let's see if they're. Oh, okay. Well, maybe this might be the one that we want to talk to. All right. Yes. All right. Let's go to money. All right. So let's go back up this way. All right. Let's get up here. How much you got? 900 gold on you. All right. Here, you can take that. Display hall. Teleport to the display hall. Really? Okay. Take these rings, man. Take these rings and learn to fly again. Learn to live so free. All right, here we go. We can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that too. How much gold you got left still? All right, let's get rid of that staff. Here, take that. Mm-hmm. All right. Dang. I think that's it. Those are all the things I'm willing to part with at the moment. Okay.
All right.
Hey, did we talk to you already? Oh my goodness. Look at those eyes. Oh, you got nothing to say. Okay. Peace. Hey,
I've
Thorn.
got a bounty notice here, if you're interested. Comes with a pretty hefty reward.
Oh yeah? Let me see that.
Need a room? Don't worry. Nightmares don't seem to happen for travelers.
Okay. Well, you said something about a bounty.
It's a bounty letter left here by the Thalmor. Take a look.
Oh, the Thalmor. I don't know that I'm really gung ho about working.
I'm sorry. My mind was just somewhere else. Do you need a room? Drink?
Now, you see, you got some things you can do down here. You can talk about, have you seen any odd-looking people around? Have we needed to take a bath? Here's where we can take a bath. I'm looking for work. Got
Maybe I
any
should take
leads?
up cooking lessons.
So,
Then
I like
Sure
the
thing.
room.
my own
It's
hand,
yours for a day.
the girls are treated right.
And then we have storage. And then, do we want to take a bath? I don't think we need to yet. So whatever.
I'll show you to your room.
Oh,
Right
well,
this
thank
way.
you. Even though that's really not necessary, since there's nothing but. And then room, you mean hot? Because
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
This seems more like communal living at its worst. Alright, so that's our bed. Oh, look at this. Alright. So what we're gonna do is, get comfy. Right? And then we're gonna rest for until all right, and then we're gonna rest some more. All right, I think, yeah, we just have to move to get out of bed.
Sometimes I think it would be nice to have a secret admirer. Someone who
Oh, really?
leaves me little gifts or notes. But that's probably just in the romance novels.
Hey, yeah. Rita. Jane. Hey, Jane.
I swear, these drunks can't keep their hands to themselves. But maybe for you, I'll be too distracted to care.
You see that? Hey, you know what? It's nice to have you around. Here.
Nice to know you enjoy having me around.
You sound like Sadia, really, you know? Let's see. What else can we say for her? A little extra to keep you eating well. Uh-huh. I had a most pleasant time. Larger due to your attentiveness and company.
Oh my. Have you ever considered putting those generous impulses to good use? Perhaps there are ways I could reward your kindness.
That's not necessary. Oh,
Maybe
well,
one
thank
day
you.
I'll find the courage to stand
Thank
up
you,
for
I
myself like
appreciate
those other girls
Okay.
do.
Well,
Maybe one day.
Take care, love. I'll be right here if you miss me.
oh, yeah. I'm going to miss you as soon as I walk out the door. Cool shoes.
I've heard rumors about some of the girls wanting to learn how to fight. Maybe I should join them.
And look, there's Linda. So you got Jane, you got Linda. Alright. Ooh. And then you got Fruella. Hey. Oh, look, if we wanted to.
All right, then.
So you are Dawnstar's version of Janessa, but there's only one Janessa. All right, let's get this figured out. I think we should head towards Windhelm. Oh, wrong page. All right, so that's not what we want. We want this one. Find Elara Hedrick in a cave in Howmarch. Here's my problem. Someone has to tell me where Howmarch is. I can tell you where I think it is. I think this is Howmarch, right? So tell me if I'm wrong. I think the Reach is over here. Then you have the Rift. And Howmarch, or whatever you want to call it, Howmarch, is over this way. So the question is, do I want to... Yeah, you know what? We're going to do this. Maybe. Where am I? We're gonna go take the boat. So we come over here. Maybe. We're getting to that point in the game where it's been running long enough that things are starting to build up a little much. Hey, dude.
Looking to hire a boat?
Yes,
Where you
I
headed?
am. I think I'm headed to Solitude.
Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
All right, thank you. Maybe. All right. Now, this should put us down at the docks, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't even need to go all the way up to Solitude or like into Solitude. I will make my way up to the caravan. Not the caravan, what do you call it? The carriage services, whatever that is. And see if I can get a hint as to where Yalmarch really is, and see if I'm in the right direction. All right, let's see what kind of changes have been made to the docks. So the docks have been changed, but as you can see, even with the changes, certain things are still stuck there because there used to be a boat right here on the dock, right here. And then, so those crates are vanilla crates that have been updated by lootable crates. And so they have stuff in them. And because of that, they have not moved or disappeared like the boat has. See, that is interesting there. But you can see the vanilla crates all have something in them. Now, this isn't a vanilla crate, so it's just going to have clutter in it. And that's why dynamic things, to me, just falls very short as something to make
Pig sticker like that's not going to get you far. Best visit the blacksmith.
Ooh, take all that. Take that. And, ooh. Yeah, there's no way to access those crates easily, so I'm not going to worry about too much. Now, why did I not try too hard to get to those other crates there? Because they're not vanilla crates, so they're not going to have anything but just clutter in them. So, not really worth the effort. So there's a farm right up here. And then what I usually do, but there's so much stuff that has changed over here. I visit the crates and hope that they are, in the hopes that they are still kind of vanilla. And you can see this one, we'll get the mead wheel. There's one here, the amethyst, death bell. And then, ooh, okay. We definitely use those. Extreme smithing, yes. Alright, let's go look at these rings. Alright. Alright, so we're not touching that one. But you can see they all... So if I wear this one... Oh, okay. There it is. Alright, armor increase. I don't know if these stack. Alright, there we go. Just wondering. Whose horse? It's not ours. That's for certain. Alright. This'll. Alright, let's see if we can get up here. Now, what we're gonna do is use him to kind of educate us on a different...
First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city. Capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you already knew that.
I want to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Okay, I don't like it. What it is you can see all the places have their regular name. So, never mind.
All right.
Right now. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Let's see. These are not vanilla crates. Let's hold on for a second. Okay, let's
Nice
think.
weather
about
for
this.
a ride. Hope it lasts.
Let's just get out here just a little bit of a little ways and think on this. And then let's see. So we can't show on map, but she has not been heard from since. I must explore the cave and uncover what happened. But she was in Heilmark. Okay. So the question is, where the F is that? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna go in here on my phone. Skyrim. Helmar. Helmark is a hold in a video game. I know that. It's swamps, marshes, and the capital city of Morthal located. So I was kind of right. I just didn't realize that it was Morthal instead of Solitude. Okay. So you know what we're going to do. Let's go. Frick. Since we could take a carriage over to Morthal. I don't know if there's anyone actually there worth picking up. But here we could pick up Katana. I'm not happy with Katana. We're gonna be stubborn. Hey guy.
Need a ride?
Yes, I do.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Morthal.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Alright, and you see it's more expensive to go to these cities because they don't normally have carriage services.
Sun feels good, huh?
Dark seducers or Daedric race of warriors. The Dementia region of Shivering Isles. Okay, good to know. Think I'll probably end up staying out of there. What time of day is it? Morthal discovered. Yay.
What's the Jarl going to do about it?
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Please, enough already. I have told Ygritte of your concerns. She'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
It's no use. Let's get back to it then.
Alright, let's look around here real quick. Let's see what's what, where we are. A lot of things are different. Oh.
Damn stormcloaks. Oblivion takes them. Every miserable last one of them.
Katarina.
What a peaceful walk. Before the endless compliments and clumsy hands start flying.
What's on your mind?
I was just thinking. It must be wonderful traveling all over. Seeing the forests, the mountains. Not just the same walls every day.
No.
Maybe, if you ever needed someone like me to help you, I could, try to keep up. If you wouldn't mind too much.
Dreaming of more than just serving drinks, huh?
It's hard to stay excited about sweeping floors and fetching bread every morning when dragons might be flying just over the next hill. If you take me with you, I'll keep up, promise. I'm small, fast, and I carry my own ale. What more could you want from a traveling companion?
The ability to fight. It is a tempting offer, though. And then, so I'm assuming there's a price that comes with stealing you away.
Just 500 gold. Enough to keep the innkeeper from chasing me across Skyrim with a broom. It's a small price for such a cheery companion, right? Pay it. And you'll have someone who sings, jokes, and maybe even throws a punch when needed. Plus, I'm very good at making campfires cozy.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, maybe not right now. It's very tempting, but let me get some more gold, okay?
Of course. I shouldn't have bothered you.
No, you should have. You
But
should have. Very much so.
if you ever change your mind, I'll be here. Wishing and hoping.
Well, you won't have to wish or hope for long. We would have to get you a different outfit, though. That, yeah, for sure. Okay? And then we kind of have to see about getting you trained up to not just defend yourself, but to defend me. Oh, shoot. Am I tired? I think my game just quit on us. It sure did. Okay, so we're back. And guess what? We are back in solitude. So we're just going to quickly track right on over to Morthal. Matter of fact, Morthal is right there. Yeah, straight ahead. God dang it. Alvaro's tools. Okay. Oh, shoot. Get out of here. Do you have any arrows? Why do I not have any of my healing potions favorited? Because I'm stupid. That's why. If it's not going to follow me, then I'm not going to fight it. Because. See? Right there. What is it fighting? Stay still. Okay, first person. That was stupid. Trying to fight that thing in third person? Hey, who are you?
What you want, stranger? I don't have time for chit-chat.
The marsh is dangerous. You should not do like what you're doing. Anyway. Just wanted to meet the person who braves the marsh.
And I am honored to meet one so thick as to think this pond is a marsh.
Okay. Forgive my impertinence. I would simply like to know your name.
And the politeness continues. Perhaps I am speaking with a noble. My apologies, my lord. Ha ha ha. Don't worry, traveler. I meant no offense. There are simply so many bandits here in Skyrim, and such few persons of character. As for my name, my clan once knew me as Anumla, but fighting folk called me the Swamp Knight.
Well, how'd you get that name?
Well, it's a short story. I carry a sword. I'm from the swamps of Black Marsh. Do you need me to continue, or can you piece it together from here?
You know something? I was going to ask you to come with me, but you're starting to annoy me. There's more to your story, though.
You're a clever one. Saw right through my glib response. All right, I'll tell you. But it's a long story. So you might want to sit down for this one.
Go ahead.
I was hatched in a small tribal village, lost in the swamps between Thorn and Hellstrom.
Mm-hmm.
As the hatchling of a small and pitiful clan,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't afford to travel to the city and train under the guidance of the tribal guard.
I think you do most of your stuff by boat, right?
Right you are. But few boats stopped by my village.
Mm-hmm. Hey, follow me. I need
Lead,
help.
brave one, and I will follow.
Okay, cool. Where did what's name go? Was there no loot? Where's my axe? There it is. I just think I need some help getting the Morthal is all. Hey, a monarch butterfly. Hey, another, what's the name? Another sky shard. Alright, let's hope there's nothing. Wait, I think we lost our our escort. Or is she fighting somewhere and that's why we hear the music?
There are times I thought of returning to the marsh.
Oh.
I made it as far as Riften, before realizing just how far the journey was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright, we're back. We'll get into the inn. And I think we'll probably call it. Here's where we ran into trouble last time. Hey, there's our girl.
Wandering streets is fine. But wandering hearts? Much more exciting.
Oh, I got 2,600 gold. Hey.
Getting a little fresh air before the real fun begins. Hope to see your smile later, love.
Hey, what's on your mind?
I was just thinking. It must be wonderful traveling all over. Seeing the forests, the mountains. Not just the same walls every day. Maybe, if you ever needed someone like me to help you, I could, try to keep up. If you wouldn't mind too much.
So you're dreaming of more than just serving drinks, are you?
I serve smiles and dreams to fools who barely notice. I'd rather share real stories, real laughter. Maybe even a few stolen touches under starlight.
Oh.
If you don't mind sharing your heart looking for something more. I could be a little spark to keep your nights lively.
Don't threaten me with a good time. You know, that's a pretty tempting offer, though. Gotta admit.
Just 500 gold. Enough to keep the innkeeper from chasing me across Skyrim with a broom. It's a small price for such a cheery companion, right? Pay it, and you'll have someone who sings, jokes, and maybe even throws a punch when needed. Plus, I'm very good at making campfires cozy.
I have no doubt. All right.
Yes. Oh, you won't regret this, I swear. I'll be the brightest, loudest, happiest travel buddy you've ever had, whether you like it or not.
Oh, gosh.
Just tell me when you're ready to hit the road. I'm already dreaming about all the crazy stories we're going to make together.
Did I get myself into some serious trouble? Probably. How do you get into the inn? Oh. You could have just told me the door was over here. You see that? She's just sitting there. Sitting there just chilling like, well, it took you long enough to figure it out. So you could have just told me. Holy cow.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Hey, Angie. Mm-hmm. There's Hoth. There's Krissa.
It's always more fun when we have a drink together. What are you buying me to drink?
How can I argue with that? I'm telling you, I heard it, howling.
Okay.
Take a look.
Oh, nice. All right, so she can buy some stuff. Oh, I still haven't put those on yet. Oh, because everything we did, we just lost. Okay. Well, we just made back our money. Thank you.
Until next time.
Where's the innkeeper? Whoa. Hey, Jonna.
Welcome to the Moorside. If you need anything, I'll be around. Good to have a customer.
What's with the orc?
Lurbuck?
Hmm?
Fancies himself a bard. He pays, so I let him stay.
Hmm.
If I had any customers, I'd be worried about him annoying them. But, well, look around.
Hmm. True. Can I rent a room?
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
All right. we got to do it. We got to see. Hey, how about you slip into something more comfortable? Oh. Oh, look. How about a better view? Oh, goodness gracious. All right. That's, I don't know what she's saying, but I think that's where we kind of.
I'll show you to your
Oh.
room. Right this way.
God dang. All right. Show me your room. Your room. My room. Got me a little discombobulated. What kind of shoes are those?
Sing on. What?
Oh, God.
It's simple practice. Nothing that hasn't been passed down for years at the Bard's College in Solitude, you know.
That's not our bed. Oh, look at this. Oh, we can take that. Nice. We're taking it. Gold, we cannot take. What's in there? A diamond.
Oh, with 3 beers down, the orcs did frown and bid the elf goodbye, but none could
Let me know if there's anything else you
not
need.
for show, and someone
Oh, well, thank you.
had to die. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Once was a woman as fair as an evening of springtime in Ostros, Mackay. There once was a stranger with eyes full of danger. He spoke not a word, but his meaning was heard. Sing on, St. Lorbuck. Sing on.
Okay. We just want 1 hour.
Once was a woman as fair as an evening of springtime in Ostros, Mackay.
Oh, God. All right. So that we still haven't gotten figured out exactly where we need to go, but we know there's a cave around here where we need to go find Alora.
What? It's simple
Lara?
practice. Nothing that hasn't been passed down for years at the Bard's College in Solitude.
So we'll see. Guys, you know the drill.
Here I was beginning to think you never
Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. All right. Laters.